The first little part of this topic is about managers and leadership during change. So we'll start with why a manager is important during change. And it's really actually a hard question to answer, but it's kind of simple but hard to explain. So you could say a lot of things here. So we're just going to say, look, it's effective change for a business. It's just not going to happen unless management shows effective leadership. But that's really vague. So why don't we say, here's some things a manager can actually do, and these are important that you do these. So we could say they diagnose the problem situation. So going back to Lewin's theory, managers are the ones who identify when and where change is required and what is expected to happen in the future. What else do? They've got to create a vision. What does that mean? It means, and Elon Musk is terrific at this. Steve Jobs was fantastic at this, where you say, here's what the business will look like in X number of years in the future when we successfully adapt to change. And that gets stakeholders on board, so people like employees and shareholders, etc. A manager must also be the ones that actually come up with the strategies to change. So Steve Jobs, let's release what's called a smartphone, combine three devices into one. SpaceX, Elon Musk, well, we're going to Mars. They're the ones that actually come up with the strategies too. They then need to communicate and market it. So you've got to be a good promoter and a good marketer. You've got to tell people, the people that are being affected, what changes are happening and when, but also you've got to market it. So they've got to give them reasons to change. Promote it as a positive thing. You've also got to motivate and inspire. And essentially going back to Lewin, that just means you've got to give people a reason to want to change. And all that means is you've got to create more driving forces for change and remove or reduce those restraining forces. And lastly, we could say you're also going to have to resolve conflicts. So there's going to be, whenever there's change, some people are threatened, and most people are probably threatened. So they're the people that you're going to butt heads with, and they're also going to clash with other employees. So the manager is the one responsible for resolving those.